The Japanese hop, also known as Humulus japonicus, was introduced into North America in the 1800s as an ornamental. Originally from temperate Asia, it thrives with plentiful sunlight and moisture, rich exposed soil, and is most commonly found along stream banks and floodplains. The pervasive and invasive species is illegal in Illinois for a reason. It's a major ecological threat to our riparian forests and their health. Riparian environments exist next to streams and rivers where terrestrial and aquatic ecosystems overlap. Some trees within the forest are cottonwoods, willows, aspens, and pine trees. Under natural conditions, riparian vegetation acts as a buffer between land and water and plays a crucial role in the water cycle and nitrogen cycle. Japanese hop rapidly grow to 35 feet during the summer, climbing up and over everything in their path, forming dense mats several feet deep. They crowd out and compete with the forest's native vegetation for water, access to sunlight, and nitrogen from the soil. Hop plants blanket the land and vegetation and prevent the emergence of new plants. They twine around and kill newly planted trees installed for streamside habitat restoration as well. The buffer or forest's health is critical to maintain the entire ecosystem surrounding it. One riparian forest houses its own organisms, protects the organisms of the aquatic ecosystem next to it, and aids human civilization around it. It affects humans by filtering out pollutants, sediment, and groundwater runoff from getting into our water. Without the buffer, an unnatural amount of human-induced nitrogen and phosphorus from fertilizer infiltrate water. This results in the growth of large algae and water plants, reducing sunlight to aquatic plants and killing the plants and fish that rely on them. This is called eutrophication. When this algae dies, it's decomposed by bacteria that use oxygen, lowering the amount of oxygen in water. They then release hydrogen sulfate and methane, chemicals that ruin the drinking water for human consumption. The trees also prevent the collapse of stream banks by anchoring the soil with their roots and woody shrubs. For the aquatic organisms, the trees provide shade to keep them at optimum temperatures. Limbs and leaves also fall into the water from the trees, creating in-stream habitats and even woody debris. An abiotic factor is a source of carbon that drives important in-stream chemical processes. The riparian forests clearly rely on trees to maintain their healthy aquatic biomes. Japanese hop specifically targets trees and invades a natural process. This is why it must be eliminated.